Hi everybody, this is Miss Ellsworth, and I thought that I would do one final video for the year, and I wanted to tell you a couple of things before I go on to talk about what your last project is. And that is to say that I really enjoyed teaching your class. I thought that you guys were really good at asking questions, and I feel like that is one of the single markers to being successful in life and in school. And I also was so appreciative of when it was work time, we worked and we got questions asked, Miss Lagoon, myself, and then you didn't have as much homework, but you guys were a great class to work with. Didn't interrupt, and also I like the personality of your class as a whole, and I found all of you guys to be great people to work with. So I just wanted to get that out of the way and talk about the project that you have coming up. Okay, so let me get myself out of here. Anyway, so do you remember a long time ago in a far away land that we talked about measures of variation, mean, median, mode, all of those kind of things, and that we, this is not working. Hold on. Anyway, so we found different measures of variation, and lots of them you knew before you ever had 7th grade math. So kudos to elementary teachers. You know how to do mean, median, mode. And then this right here was talking about measures of variation where you had to figure out the quartiles also. Okay, and then let's see, box and whisker plots. We've also learned about those too. Reminding ourselves where those quartiles are, and this is a great way to display a lot of information. It's in a compact place right now, and it looks great. Okay, we also talked about, let's see, what else did we do here? Oops, that's me. We did also pie charts too, and in your final project, pie chart is not an option. So moving on, we also did histograms too. Okay, we did, oh, there's a beautiful histogram, but I like those ranges below there, so make sure that you get those included, just like what's shown inside of your book. Anyway, so let's see, we could do all kinds of different types of histograms with it. That's a great way of displaying information. I also like how histograms kind of spread out the data so you can see, hey, there's a lot there. Okay. Okay, we also did stem and leaf product plots just recently. That's another great way of spreading out that data so that you can see how many numbers are there. So that's another great way of doing that, but yet it's still compact too, isn't it? And then there's what's coming up now. So now you're going to have this project where you're going to have to, let me see if I've got, nope. Anyway, so do you remember that? So do you remember at the beginning of our stay-at-home distance learning that I asked you to check out which banana that you liked? I did that also to see if your internet was working, because I wanted to see I wanted some feedback. So I had everybody pick out what type of ripeness that they liked for a banana. And so when you did that, I collected all your data. Okay, I collected your data, and I collected also 9th grade data too. The 9th grade, there's their display of data. I've got theirs separated by classes. I've got all the 7th grade all thrown together in one too. So I have a project for you for your last test. Okay, and so this is the assessment. It'll go in your assessment grade. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to display your data, all the 7th grade data, onto whatever type of graph that you want to, whatever is appropriate, I should say. And so I also have a video that I want you to watch on the appropriate type of graph or chart that you should be using. Okay, so that's what our final project is on, and again, that will go in our test portion of our grade. So there isn't just one answer. There are several ways of doing many things. So in the first set of data, I just want you to do the 7th grade, and then the second set of data, you're going to be comparing one class to the other for banana preference. Bananas. Sounds bananas, doesn't it? Anyway, so that's where we are with our project. Let me say this much, that a line graph, when you just have a line that shows growth over time, that's got time on the x-axis, so that is not an appropriate graph for this. And that's why we never got to line graphs, because we're not going to be using that. We use that one more than anything else in science because we show how things change over time. The bar graph. I hate bar graphs. For some reason, bar graphs are really, really overused. They are for separate items, and these are all bananas. They're not separate items. They're just rated on different numbers. Okay, so no bar graphs, no line graphs, no circle chart, pie charts for this project. Okay, so we got, a few others. And I'm excited to see your work, and I'm also excited to see how you display it. And then you'll either, some people really like putting their information on a computerized format like this Google Doc. They might go and put it on there. I myself would go and draw it out and make it beautiful, because remember, I do like, the reason why we do graphs is to display something so that we can understand it. But yet, if it's so messy, how does that help anybody understand your analysis of this banana data? It doesn't. So you need to have it very neat. And I think that I put down that it was 26 points because I was looking at it, and I'm wondering if it should be a little bit more. But then I don't want to change your grade completely either. So so this does have a great effect on your grade, but it has so much personal preference that you can use for it. And there's so many right answers and great ways of looking at it. The important thing is that you make sure that you include every number, double check your numbers, check them off, make sure that you got them, and then double check that. And so that is the most important part of it, and then accuracy, of course. So that's what your final project is, and I was probably mumbling on too long because I see I'm already at 7 minutes. And I just again want to say I really enjoyed your class. It's that simple. I really enjoyed your class. I enjoyed visiting with several of you individually. I didn't always visit with too many of you because some of you are shy and you didn't want to ask me too many questions, but hey, that is what it is. If you need any help with your math in the future, I'm here, but I'm losing some of those skills from those upper grades. So, well, you have a great summer. And get into this bananas. I'm giving you 2 days to work on it. Some of you may be done on Thursday, and then you're done. You've handed in all your stuff. Go back into Google Classroom and JMC and double check and make sure that you got all of your grades current and caught up. I'll see you later.